Hello, good morning. Is the meeting on?
Hello, hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this morning's market review. My name is Akondiola Komi Joshua. Sorry, we are starting a little bit late. It was due to network glitches from our end here, but yes, we are online now, full. So sorry for that. Sorry for that. All right, so I'm going to do a quick one, quickly acknowledge everybody, then we'll move into the real deal right away. All right, so yes, from my own end, I can see, okay, Abiola Olumayowa, Abolaji Jeremiah, Abraham Ode. I can see Adibola Adeyemi. I can see Akugbe Ahigbe, Anayo Ben, Anayo Chukwu, Anyanwu, Anthony Kayode, Apollos Ichefu. Okay, I can see Bluefield LFX, Brown Akinola, Champion, Chinedu, Chukwuka, Cleve. Okay, Darlington Ezenwelu, David Sibande, Edidion. I can see Echo Meheme, Cordelia Ekpemski. All right. I can see Emmanuel Abiodun, Festus Gideon, Tabubu, Inaolaji Maruf Tela. Okay, so I can see Issa Sadiq. I can also see Jackson Temitokbe. I can see Jacob Ola Dimeji. I can see Kalu Uchea, Kene. I can see Kenny. I can see Madu Timothy, Michael, Nnamdi Ikechukwu Patrick, Nnamdi Mbata. I can see Obianuju Okoli, Oladapo. I can see Oluchi Obi Uzoamaka. All right. I can see Philip Ebunluwa, Rotimi, Lamid, Sam. I can see Sanari Oteje. I can see Sojifa Rotimi. I can see Solo Top, Soyemi Adeleke, Steve, Tobiloba Babatunde, Tolong Juntoyin. All right. I can see Tonye Atemie. Okay. I can see Wasiu Sobande. I can see Yusuf, Rashidat. I can also see Ademola. All right. So for everybody, kindly know that I acknowledge you and I'm saying good morning to you. Now, for those just joining us and you didn't hear me call your name, good morning to you. I acknowledge you too. And for those that what we are saying is not their name, but the device name. We're saying like Infinix, Samsung, and the likes, and you didn't hear me calling your name. Please, what I'll just say is this: the best way of me addressing you is by addressing you with your name, calling your name. You understand? So if I'm seeing a device, I will skip that name, not calling the device, but all the same, everybody, I acknowledge you, be it your phone name or you're just joining us. Everybody, kindly note we acknowledge you. Good morning to every one of you all. You're highly welcome to this morning's market review. All right, so, and from my chat section here, I can also see Kaluche saying, good morning, Joshua. All right. Brown Akiola is saying, good morning, bro. Thank you. I acknowledge you. Thank you very much. Kaluche is saying, how was your night? Yeah, it was restful. It was restful. Philip Ebonlua is saying, good morning, Mr. Joshua. All right, so from what I'm seeing here, I can see that, yes, I can see some of us, you're already chatting me up. But to make it clear, fair to everyone, I want us, like 1 or 2 or 3 people should just come to the chat section, just put it there for me, loud and clear, so I'll know you can hear me loud and clear. When I started, I said it was due to technical glitch. That's why the network and everything, that was why we were unable to start immediately. But just to be clear that everybody is hearing me, please, I need loud and clear. Okay, Philip Ebunluwa, loud and clear. Thank you. Kalu Ijaya is saying loud and clear. I still need one more to confirm. So if you're not hearing me clearly from your own end, all right, Brown Akiola, loud and clear. Thank you very much. So it means if you're not hearing me from your own end, it could be as a result of your network. So kindly switch off your device, you on it again. That will be more or less like you're refreshing. Okay, Shoyemi Adeleke is saying loud and clear. Thank you very much. So if you're still not hearing me, kindly change your location. You understand? That will also help. All right, so let's move into the real deal today. Let's see what is happening in the market. So I'm going to be sharing my screen to see how the market is moving. Interestingly, the market has been so wonderful this week. We've seen the market picking a direction, moving one way, moving the other side, and people have been making profits from their own end. You understand? It's been an interesting one. Okay, so yes, Mr. Pemsky saying loud and clear. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on and see what is going to be happening or what is happening today. We start by showing fundamentals. Yes, we start by going there and see what the market is saying. Okay, I'm with us now. Okay. So the fundamental part of it, let's see what news is having for us today. In fact, yesterday was wonderful. So let me not look away from yesterday. Let's look at what happened yesterday. Then we'll move it into today and see what is happening. So yesterday we had a lot of news coming in. We had the AUD, that's the Australian dollar, the retail sales and month-to-month, which came out good for that particular currency. And you can say it. Yes, they actually moved it only. Then we have the CNY, manufacturing PMI, and it came out. The non-manufacturing PMI came out a neutral for it. So, well, we do not have the Chinese yuan on our trading platform. So, yes, we don't trade that particular instrument. We don't have it on our own platform. But the next one is the Japanese yen. And you see, yesterday was their interest rate, monetary policies, and it still remained the same. They didn't cut or they didn't increase, they didn't hike, even though they were looking out for probabilities. They were already thinking that, okay, yes, maybe they are going to hike their interest rate, but it came out neutral. Yes. And that also moved to the market. Then we had the all day on euro, that's the German prelim CPI month to month, which came out good on euros. To you understand, that on its own also boosted the strength of euros one way. Then we had JPY, Bank of Japan press conference. They also spoke around 7:30, and that drove the market to its own way. Then by 1:30, we had news coming out on CAD and USD. That's the GDP month to month, which came out neutral for CAD. And on USD, we had the core PEC price index market, price index month to month, employment cost index quarter to quarter, the unemployment claims. And on it, we could see that it came out neutral and good. Also, based on the results we got on actual, it means we can still buy that instrument. That was just for yesterday. But the new month is kicking off today. So I'm wishing each and every one of us that has joined this morning market review happy new month and more profits in this month. This month, we're going to be seeing making more profits. You understand? So that's my prayer for us. I'm making more profits by taking the right step, making the right decision. All right. So yes, we're starting it off right away. I'm even happy the person taking the first money market review for this month. So yes, I hope this market moves the way we expect it. Expecting it, if it's to buy, we buy. If it's to sell, we sell. Yeah. All right. So for today's money market review, well, on Friday today, we are having the CHF, which says bank holiday. You understand? All day. So yes, on CHF, the market might be a little bit slow because they are all on holiday. Their banks are on holidays today. Then the next one is by 10 a.m. coming out on euros. That's the call CPI flash estimate year to year and the CPI flash estimate year to year. So like we all know, until the actual is released, we do not know what is going to happen, whether you're going to buy or sell. We can only emphasize that, oh, if it comes out good, we buy euros. If it comes out bad, we sell euros. That's it. But when it comes out with mixed colors, green and red, we stay away. Then by 1:30, we are having the non-farm payroll, NFP, the average hourly earning, non-farm employment change, and the unemployment rate. So this is a volatile news that is coming out today, and we are expecting it to move the market. You know, for a while now, USD has actually been moving. You understand? The first part of the movement we saw was when Donald Trump and the European countries agreed on a tariff price that it's going to be what? 25. It's going to be 15%. All the way from 50%, they reduced it to 15%. And by 3 p.m., we are having the ISM manufacturing PMI. They have ISM manufacturing prices, the revised University of Michigan consumer price sentiment. Well, the main news is coming out by 1:30 today. Also, we have a breaking news today, a breaking news of the first, and that is which one? It says Trump raising tariff on Canada from 25% to 35% effective August 1. And we can see it on X. It says Trump signs executive order raising tariff on Canada from 25% to 35%. Higher rates effective August 1st, 2025. And yes, we can see, which means it has taken effect today. You understand? It says Trump sets 10% tariff on trading partners. White House. Trump will modify certain countries' tariff rate before midnight. White House. So it means we're still expecting more information coming out on this. You say goods transit ships to evade 35% tariff on. Okay, let me open it so we can see it more. Okay, so I'm still, yes, okay, so we are still expecting more information on this. Okay, interesting. So if you want to have a full story of it, I'll just advise you open it from your own end, because we might not be able to read this whole information today. It's a big one, it's a bulky one, you understand? So it says goods transshipped to evade 35% tariff on Canada will be subject instead to transshipment tariff of 40%. So yes, there's going to be a strong move on USD CAD from what we are seeing here. So we need to look at it. And see what is going to be happening. So let's keep our fingers crossed. This month of August, like I say, is going to be an interesting month. All we just need to do is to cross our fingers and begin to take opportunities. Where we are supposed to buy, we buy. Where we are supposed to sell, we sell. Exactly. So this morning, let's look at the currency strength meter and see how the market is, or the currencies are. Are they really strong or weak? So the strongest of all instruments, as we can see this morning, is the AUD and euros. Yes, on AUD and euros, they are the strongest, followed by JPY. Then GBP is next to that particular instrument. In fact, let me refresh it so I'm not just speaking on what I'm saying. Once I refresh it and it gives me, yes, very good, interesting. So good information. So based on what we're seeing now that we've refreshed it, euros is the strongest instrument, followed by AUD, and JPY next, but JPY is showing the green arrow, showing that JPY is also pulling up strength, is gathering strength. And AUD is showing you the red arrow, showing that AUD is dropping in strength. The next is USD, and you can also see the green arrow appearing on USD, showing that USD is gaining more strength. Then GBP is also there. Canadian dollars is also showing the bearish arrows, indicating that price on Canadian dollar is getting down, that is Canadian dollar is getting weaker. You understand? Based on the information or the news that just got released. You understand? Then CHF is, we all know today they are on bank holiday all day. So this could be a major factor why the currency is actually the way it is now. Then the weakest of them all is NZD. All right, so let's go to our chart now and see what is happening. Let's see what is happening basically. So yes, I'm with us. So looking at it, USD card, and you can see now price has actually been pushing up on USD card for a while now. It's just been giving us that higher high and higher low, and it's been pushing up. And based on the information that we just got with this morning, it shows that price is also what pushing up. So look at it. For a while, it's been bearish. It's been giving us that bearish move. I'm zooming out so we see. This is on my daily time frame. It's been giving us that bearish move for a while on USD card. This is it. And we see the move. It's been giving us that bearish move for a while. Been dropping. When it got to this high, it started dropping, and all the trade wars and every other thing that has been happening between US and Canada has been pushing price to go down. But as of this morning, everything has changed. And can we see it? This was where the whole thing started from. A change in move. This was where the change information came out from. Now, like we all know, price got here, the support price pushed it up, came back trying to test that zone, but it could not break below this same zone, pushed it back. Now, around this point, got rejected. And from this point, it's been pushing up. That's broken above this point because at a point, it was ranging between these 2 points. This is on my daily time frame, like I said, and it has broken above that point. Now, it's getting to another side. This is another zone that we might be looking out for price to get to break. You understand? So I, for one, on USD card, I'll be going bullish. I will expect price to push up. But on my 1 hour time frame, to make it clear, to make it fair, because it's more or less like a new, it's starting a reversal back to the upside because it has changed. I will say yes, it has changed its move, its direction of move. So let's hold on for price to break above this part successfully. Once it's able to break above this side successfully, you understand? That's if you do not want to be aggressive with it. If you want to be aggressive, well, you can decide to go bullish immediately if you want to do that. But if you want to be a reserve trader, hold on for it to break above this part successfully. Then you can go for that bullish movement. A bullish movement. That's my own take on USD card. I'm expecting price to push to the upside on USD card. I'm expecting a bullish movement based on the reaction we got from news. Now, hopefully, yes, one way or the other, since Donald Trump has done this, we should expect a retaliation from Canada. So we should also be expecting another breaking news. That's just the way it is. So like we say, the market currently is moving fundamentally. If you've looked at it for months now, the market has been moving fundamentally. There's been information from different influencers. And one of the major influencers of this market based on fundamentals has been the president of the United States of America. So one of the things I always advise you is this, or that I will advise you on is this: just watch out for news, get information, good information, strong information, know how to interpret it, then you know what is happening. So based on this, I'm expecting a bullish move on USD card. Yes, that's my take. All right, so Euro USD. Now look at this for a while now. All this move, this was after the agreement. The day after the agreement with Donald Trump, price has been pushing down, and it has gotten to this particular support. It has gotten to this support, and it's been ranging on that support. It's been ranging on this support now for a while. It's been ranging on this support for a while, just between this point. It's been giving us that sideways move. Price will most likely want to correct itself, and the correction is just a minor pull back to the upside. We are still expecting price to drop because if you look at it, for a while, euros has actually gone up for a while. It's been going up for a long while. You understand? And look at this. I drew all these things, and last week you would have seen that, yes, all this, I was showing them, I think in class too, also on Friday last week too, I was showing on some of these things, and price has been going up. Now it has broken that structure of that bullish move. Look at the way it dropped. Now this is this particular support that it's expecting. Once it breaks below this support, we should expect another strong bearish move down. I, for one, I'm on a particular trade up till now. I'm still on that trade. Remember, I told us I've been on sale and I'm on the sale for now. It's still running and I'm in massive profit. So I expect us to push to the downside. I'm expecting a bearish move on euros. Well, because this is a demand zone, I'm expecting a minor push to the upside. But the main thing is I'm expecting price to break that point. If price is able to break below this point, I should expect a bearish move. Let me do this on my 1 hour time frame so we'll know what to do. This is it. Already it's giving us that bearish move. It's giving us that bearish move that it wants to go down, but I'm still expecting it to break. So even if it's giving me that bearish move, it should break below this path successfully. Now, this box that is being shown here, we are expecting price to do what? Go below it successfully. So if price is able to break below this path successfully, outside this box, if it comes down into this box and breaks below this box successfully, we should expect price to continue that bearish move. We should expect a bearish move. I, for one, I'm still with the bears on Euro USD. I'm expecting price to go down. That's my take on Euro USD. Okay. All right. So we'll move to the next currency instrument, which is USD JPY. USD JPY. USD JPY, I'm expecting a bullish move. This is on my daily time frame. Okay. So if you look at it, price has just been between these 2 points. Yeah. So I'm still with us. Okay. All right. This is it. This is point 1. And look at the second point here. You discover that price has actually just been between all these 2 points. It's really not gone beyond this point for a while now. Since it broke into this zone from this point, it's just been here, there, 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 there. What am I expecting? I'm expecting a bullish move. On JPY, I'm expecting a bullish move. The last time we talked about it, I think I was doing it in the physical class, and I told them if it's able to break above this point, I'm expecting a push up. Now, look at the main thing that is happening here. Price has gotten to this particular zone here, and it's respecting this point. And one of the interesting things that I want us to understand is this: when it comes to currencies respect zones more. So I'm just expecting a minor. This is just a minor pullback. You understand? It's a minor pullback. Price is still going to break above it. Price is still going to break above this point. So we can just do it this way and say, okay, if price is able to break above this point successfully, I'm coming. If price is able to break above this point successfully, if price is able to break above this point successfully, then we can go for that bullish move. We can go for that bullish move. So I am expecting a bullish move. You understand? I am expecting a bullish move. The only reason I won't go for bullish move is if price comes back and breaks below this point. But from every indication, I am expecting price to push to the upside. So I'll pitch my tent with the bulls on USD JPY. So if I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on USD JPY, what am I saying? Let's look out for a buy opportunity where we can buy successfully. You understand? Look out for a buy opportunity. It could be after this candle and price will now start reversing up, or maybe price will just decide to dance or be chippy a little bit, then after a while push to the upside. But the main deal on USD JPY is to look out for that bullish move. That's that. Thank you very much on that. Okay, so let's move to the next instrument. Let's look at GBP USD. GBP USD. Okay. All right, GBP USD. GBP USD. All right, so GBP USD. I'm on GBP USD. All right, so on GBP USD now, we can also see that price is also pushing to the downside on GBP USD. Let's look at it from the daily time frame. Now showing that GBP is actually weak. This is on daily time frame. And from what we're seeing, price on GBP has got into a demand zone. And that's why you're seeing that price is being chippy a little bit. This is even on daily time frame. This is on daily time frame. So what our advice is, hold on for price to break below this section successfully. If price is able to break below this part successfully, then you can go for that bearish move, because I'm expecting price to drop on GBP USD. I'm expecting price to drop on GBP USD. That's my own bias about GBP USD. I'm expecting a bearish move, but let's look at it on 1 hour time frame and see what is happening. Price is ranging. Can you see? And in a ranging market is a correction market. So let's hold on and see what price is going to do. You understand? Based on my own bias, I'm expecting price to drop. I'm expecting price on GBP USD to drop, to go bearish. That's my own personal take. But because it is ranging and it's a correction zone, it could reverse back to the upside or continue. So let's wait and see what price wants to do. If you look at it, this has been the ranging move. It's just from, this is 1 point, and this is another point here. So look at it. It's just been between these 2 points. No, that's two. It's been between these 2 points. Okay. Come in. So, okay. So it's been between these 2 points. And until price gives you a direct direction, it's not going anywhere. So let's hold on for it to give us a direction, then we'll pick it from there. So GBP USD, I'm expecting a bearish move. I'm pitching my tent with the BS. I'm going to go with the BS. Yes, that's my own take. GBP USD, I'm going for bearish move, but I'll wait for it to give me a definite direction before I pick that move. That's that on GBP USD. Thank you. All right, so let's move on. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to AUD USD. After which we'll do NZD USD. Yes. Come in. Then from there, we'll move to commodities. From there, we'll move to commodities. And from commodities, we'll dive into the index market. Okay. All right. Coming. Okay. AUD USD, right? Yes. AUD USD. AUD USD. Okay, there's still one more we need to check, which is USD CHF. We'll look at the CHF, all right? Okay, let's look at that. Okay, so on AUD USD, you discover that price has actually been dropping. Yes, there was this particular news that came out on AUD USD that came out bearish for AUD USD. It wasn't good for AUD USD and it pushed the price down. Then there was a minor pushback to the upside, you understand? A reversal, a pullback. Then after that, again, a continuation in that same move. And you can see it's coming back to test this particular bearish, this demand zone. Here, it's coming back to test the strength of this zone, to test the resolve of this particular zone. So if it's able to break below this part now successfully, we should expect price to drop. Yes. We should expect price to drop if it's able to break below this particular section. I, for one, like I said, I'm pitching my tent with USD. USD is now trying to gain strength. All the strength that it has lost is trying to gain it back. So yes, it's trying to push back to the down. USD is trying to gain strength. So AUD USD, I'm expecting a bearish move. If you look at it, even from higher time frame, look at price has actually gone wow. Then look at this strong bearish move. This is a strong bearish, in fact, inverted hammer, giving you an inverted hammer on a resistance zone. Then this bearish candle followed. This is interesting. So yes, it's sweet. For all those that would have seen this opportunity then and have taken it, there will be massive profit now. So for you to continue that bearish move, let it break below this part. This is on my daily time frame. This is on my daily time frame. From all indications, it wants to go down. You understand? So if it's able to break below this part successfully, we should expect a bearish move. Yes, we should expect a bearish move on AUD USD. But for anybody that wants to be aggressive on it, well, you can go for that instant sale if you want to do that. If you know you have a good sum in your account that can withstand whatever tsunami that is going to happen in the market, you understand, you can do that. You could do that. But I also advise us to be mindful. You know, by 1:30 today, we're also going to be having a volatile news coming out on NFP. And you know, this news could also it could tilt the market towards any direction. You understand? But the real move as of now is bearish. Technically, it is bearish from all indication. I'm expecting price to go down. So if it's able to break below this direction, this is on 1 hour time frame. I'm expecting price to push to the downside. I'm pitching my tent with the BS. Yes, that's my take on AUD USD. Then NZD USD. NZD USD, in fact, on 1 hour time frame, if you zoom out, you see it's been giving us that lower low, lower high, lower low. lower high. It's been giving us that bearish move, and I'm pitching my tent with the bears. Yes, not just that alone. Look at it from the higher time frame too. It's been coming down. Just that at this point, it has gotten to this demand zone. You understand? This demand zone is just the main thing. So if it's able to break below this demand zone, woo, a continuation of that bearish move is what we should expect. But you want to go for it, you could go for that your instant bearish move. I'm expecting price to drop. I'm expecting price to drop. So yes, you have the strength for it. NZD USD, go bearish. Yes, I'm pitching my tent with the bears. In fact, for me, I could also go straight away. I'm going to be pitching my tent with the bears on NZD USD. I'll go straight away. In fact, if I want to, okay, so let's see 0.01. I'm pitching my tent with the bears here. I've gone for that. I'm expecting price to drop, and this is going to be for a long time. Yes, I'm expecting it to really drop based on the bearish move I am seeing. Okay, once it breaks below, if you want to be like me, you can go instant, and if you're seeing some profit and you're satisfied with it, you could leave it. But for me, I'm expecting price to drop. But I won't advise you to do this if you don't want to do it, because if you don't have the strength or the capital, because if you look at it, it's on a demand zone. But yes, I expect it to dance to break below that point. Okay, so you can do that. But yes, one thing I know for sure is price is going down. That's that on NZD USD. Okay, this is, although this is on my daily time frame, so on 1 hour we could decide to just hold on for it a little bit. But yes, I'm to break below this particular part that has been marked out for us, then we could go bearish with it. Yes, I'm expecting price to go down. I'm expecting price to go down. Okay, so that's that on NZD USD. I expect a bearish move. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. We'll check here now, then we'll move to commodities. Let's look at USD CHF. Let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF. Wow. So yes, USD CHF. USD has also been strong now. So because of that, you see price pushing up. But let's look at it on daily time frame. You discover that for a long time, price has been going down. CHF has been showing its strength, proving itself to be a strong instrument. It's been pushing price down. But as of now, price is trying to reverse back to the upside. And where it is currently is a strong zone for price on USD CHF. It's a sensitive point. So if price is able to break above this path successfully, then we could have price pushing to the upside. Where it is now successfully, it's a strong zone. So we could have price having issues around this point, or wait for it to get to this point and break above. This is on daily time frame, you understand? But on the 1 hour time frame, this is where the whole deal is. Let's hold on for price to break above this part, because if you look at it, it's more or less like price is a little bit ranging around this point, you understand? So if price is able to break above this point, you can go for that bullish move. But if that does not happen, please hold on. Wait, you understand? You have to wait for this particular instrument. That's my take on USD CHF. All right, so let's move to commodities now. Let's move to commodity now. Okay, I'm coming. So starting with gold. And from gold, we'll look at oil. And from oil, let's see, we'll look at, all right, let's take on wheat there. We'll look at wheat. Then we'll move on from there to the indices or the index market. Okay, so all right, on gold now. Woo. So looking at gold now, let's look at it even from the daily time frame. You discover that price has just been from this point, understand, more of this point, and it's been pushing down, going up, going back up. It's more like it's been dancing. Look at it. This is just the whole thing. Got up, came back down, pushed to this upside, came back. Now, this is another new point that price has given itself a zone. You understand? It's giving itself a zone from this point. So it's more or less like it's just been moving between these 2 points. You understand? So what are we expecting? Price is yet to break below this zone. So I'm expecting a rejection back to the upside from this point. As far as price is unable to break below this part, so I'm expecting it to reverse back. But if price should break below this part successfully, I'm expecting it to get to this point. And from this point, there could be a strong push to the back to the upside. You understand? So I, for one, I'm waiting for price. I will say for gold, I'll wait for price. Wait for it to come down to this point. And if it's unable to break below this point, it should reverse back up. This is on daily time frame. Let's go to 1 hour. So on my 1 hour time frame, yes, we can see. Let me zoom out so we see it. Price actually has given us that bearish move for a while. Can you see from this top, came down to this point, pushed back to the upside. Now again, there's a zone around this part where price is. Okay, so we can see it. Can we see it? Yes. Oh no. This is the whole deal here. Okay. Looking at this, look at that zone here. So there's a zone around this point, and unless price is able to break below this point, as far as price is unable to break below this point, this is on 1 hour, I'm expecting price to push back to the upside. Yes, I'm expecting it to push back to the upside. Also, like we all know, gold is an economic instrument. There are a lot of issues in the market that could affect gold. Now, we know that, yes, it's paired with dollars, and if dollars is gaining strength, we're expecting gold to sell. But there are times that gold, yes, is known as a safe haven, where you see dollars going up and you also see gold going up. So these are some of those things that could affect it. Then war is one of those things that could also affect them. Gold. But for now, technically, I'm expecting price to be rejected around this point and push back to the upside. For gold, I'm expecting a bullish move. Okay. Now on oil. So oil too has gone up for a while now. This is on 1 hour time frame. Now, if you look at it, yes, at a point it gapped to the upside, covered back. Now it has gone up again. It's trying, oil, based on what we're seeing, it's trying to push to the upside. It's trying to do a push back to the upside. But if you look at the trend, this is on daily time frame. If we look at the trend on daily time frame, based on what we're seeing from this point, you see, will I say, price has actually been giving us this move. You understand? Okay, so it's more or less like it's giving us that bearish move. But at the same time, there's also another move that is coming up from this point now. If you look at it, price is coming up from this point. So, okay, I'm coming. Okay, so looking at it now, this is one strong point. This is another strong point that we are seeing here. Let me put it at this tip. Okay, so price, it's within this point. So we're expecting one thing to happen. Either it comes down and breaks below this part and continues the bearish move, or it reverses back and breaks above this trend. You understand? But for now, where it is more or less like a strong point. So we're waiting for it to break below or above. Let it choose a direction. This is on daily time frame. But let's look at it on 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, there's a zone here. It's just in between. So we need to hold on for it to give us a clear direction. Let it give us a clear cut first. Then we take that move. If it doesn't give us that clear cut, please let's hold on. It's not giving us any strong direction technically. Now, so let's hold on for price of oil to give us a clear move before we pick it up. Okay. Wheat. All right. So based on what we're seeing on the daily time frame, can we see on daily time frame, price has just been, it's been giving us this slow and quiet move to the downside, but it's been respecting this point. The only time it came below was even around this point, and it pushed back to the upside. Now it's coming back again to this downside. What are we expecting? This is a demand zone. I'm expecting price to push up a little. Yes, I'm expecting price to push up a little from this point. I'm expecting it to push up a little, but based on what we are saying, we are saying that the sellers in the market are also trying to wage in their own strength to push it back to the up and downside. So this is where my decision comes in. This is on daily time frame. So if it breaks below this path successfully, I should expect a bearish move. You understand? But let's look at it on the shorter time frame. So this is on the lower time frame now. I expect price to come down and fill this zone. I expect it to come down and fill this zone. So around this zone, you could also have a buy limit around here. Price could get rejected around here. You understand? So if it breaks below this point to fill this gap and gets to this point, as far as it's unable to break below this part, price will push to the upside. But if it breaks below this part, we could have price on that continuation, a bearish continuation move. And if you've seen it for a while too, it's been dropping down, 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 down. So yes, I will expect price to push down on wheat. I'm expecting price to push down on wheat. I'm expecting that bearish move on wheat. That's my take for wheat. All right, so at this junction now, we'll be moving to index market. We'll go and look at the index market to see what is happening. We'll look at indices like US 100 and the likes. Okay, let's see. I'm with us. I'm going to open all of them down. Still with us. Okay, US 2000, US 30. All right, US 100. Okay. All right. I'm with us, please. This is US 500. Woo! US 2000, US 30. You can all see the way it is. They are all picking the same direction, all going bearish. But before I move on, okay, let's see. Okay. I'm with us. All right, US 100. Actually, if you look at it, US 100, the US currency is actually gaining strength. So, and because of that, we should expect it to go bearish on all these instruments. You understand? US 30, US 100, US 500, and 2000. Yes, because the US currency, everything is gaining strength. That's why you're seeing that bearish move. Assuming the US currency or the US is losing strength now, you see a massive buy coming in play. Yes, you will see a massive buy coming in place. But now that the currency is gaining strength, that's one major reason. And it's been giving us that bearish move. In fact, let's start with US 30. So we see. Okay, so let's zoom out and see. Can you see on 1 hour time frame? Look at the way it's dropped. It's been massive. Daily time frame, yes, it's giving us that reversal push from this upside now coming down. In fact, I'll say I'm expecting a continuation on that bearish push. I'm expecting a continuation, but we need to also be very, very careful. You understand? We need to be very, very careful. This is so massive and so strong. You understand? I'm coming. One of the things that we need to look at is let's see if there's no breaking news, because sometimes it could be as a result of a breaking news. You just see the market moving. Let's go to Forex Factory and see what is happening. This is that of the Canadian news that came out, but let's see, is there any other news affecting it? Okay, I think for now that's just the only news on ground that is moving that market. Okay, there's no breaking news. Yeah, no breaking news yet. No breaking news. So let's go back. Yeah, if there's anything that this market has taught me, breaking news, you can just see palm and the market begins to move immediately. And this bearish move is actually a strong one, and you can see it here now. So I'm expecting price to drop. I'm expecting it to drop because if you look at it for a while on US 30, it has actually respected these zones for a while now. This supply zone. It's been respected for a while. Over time, tested it here, came down, tested it here, came down. Now again, close to that same point, and it's coming down. So I'm expecting a bearish move on US 32. Yeah, so that's it. On US 100, are we expecting the same thing? Looking at it from daily time frame, price has gone up for a while and it stays. So yes, we could have a pullback. We could have a minor pullback on this particular instrument too for a while. Yeah, it's gone up for a while, giving us, when it got to this particular high, came down, pushed up to that high, breaking this particular zone here. Yes, this is it. Broke this particular zone and it has gone to a new high. So we could expect price to come down to this same point again. Now, price could come down to this point before it gains more strength to reverse back to the upside. That's that on US 100. Then US 500 too, also giving us that same move, but let's look at it. It's almost the same thing like US 100 too. You understand? Giving us that move on US 100. So on US 500, what are we expecting? Based on what we are seeing on the daily time frame, we could expect price to break down to this next zone here. This is on my daily time frame, please. Price could, okay. Currently, price is currently close to a demand zone around this point. And if it's able to break below this part, yes, we could expect price to push back down. But if that does not happen, we could have a reversal back to the upside. So the same way it is on the 1 hour time frame. Let's hold on and see what price is going to do, because we're already seeing that price is being pushed back from this point by the buyers and the market. So are we expecting a pushback to the upside? We should expect, because the last time it got to this point, it pushed back, the same thing happened. Now again is at that same point. So around this point, price is expecting that zone. We should expect a pushback to the upside. Around this point, we're expecting a pushback to the upside. Okay. All right. So US 2000 still giving us the same vibes. Still giving us the same vibe. But let's look at it from the daily time frame and see what is happening. Okay. So the same thing is around a demand zone. Yes, it's around a demand zone. So let's hold on and see what price wants to do. Is price going to break below this part? If it breaks below it, yes, we should expect a bearish move, because all this while, all the time price got to this point, what happened? Let's see. Let's see. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Let's zoom out and see what happened. When was the last time price got to that section? What happened? The last time price got to that section, okay, got there, got pushed down to the other side, pushed back up, came down. Can you see? So this was the last time, and it got rejected back to the upside, broke that same pattern, got back to the upside. Now it's coming back and there's a zone there. So price is respecting that zone. So it's either it has issues, and as far as it has issues around that point, it's expected to go back up, and we can see it already. That's where you're seeing this week here. It's struggling around that point. Okay, so price is having issues around that point. I don't expect it to push down further. I expect a reversal back to the upside. Okay, so that's that on this market. So I'll use this opportunity to go to the chart section and look at some of the instruments that we have dropped. Okay, so Adeyemi Olalekan, okay, you said gold, US 2000 wheat, we've talked about that. Okay, Euro CHF. Okay, I'll look at Euro CHF, then DE40. Okay, let's look at Euro CHF first, then DE40. Let's go to Euro CHF. Euro CHF. Right. No, I didn't ask you to pick a trade for me. All right, Euro CHF. All right, so on Euro CHF, what are we expecting? All right, so price is actually pushing up, but where price is now currently, I won't advise you to go for any trade, because remember, at a point it was ranging around that same point before it gave a direction, peak coming down. Now it's back into that same point. It's close to that same point. So this point is a strong zone. This point you're seeing is a strong zone. So price should break outside this point successfully before you can go for any move. It's either it goes up and breaks above it, continuation, fine, or it reverses back to the downside. But on the daily time frame, can we see, even on the daily time frame, it's just showing that same ranging move and everything. So we need to be very, very careful, because price is a little bit choppy around this point. It's just been moving sideways. It's not giving us that clear cut. Until it gives us that clear cut, that's when we can follow. So hold on for price to break outside that zone convincingly, you understand, then you can follow it. Although yes, it's giving us that strong bullish move here. So if price should break above it successfully, then we can follow. So that's on Euro CHF. All right, let's look at DE 40, DE 40. Okay, so DE 40. DE 40. On DE 40, we can see it is giving us also a bearish move. You understand? It's giving us that bearish move as of this morning. Let's look at what it's been saying on now on the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, it's actually just it got to this particular high and it's been respecting that high. So all the while, push. Now it's trying to push back down. So the whole move, I feel, might just come. If it moves down, might just be to this point. That's if it does not respect where it is currently. If it doesn't respect this point where it is, it could push down to this point. And once it gets to this point, I'm expecting a strong move back to the upside. So let's hold on and see. Is it going to break below this part? If it doesn't break below this part, then we could expect a bullish move. But if it breaks below this part, then we're expecting it to come down to this point. This is on daily time frame, but if it doesn't, it should push back to the upside. So on 1 hour time frame now, on 1 hour time frame, looking at what we are seeing, let me zoom out so we can see it. Price is actually going to, I'm expecting price to respect that zone because the last time it got to around this zone, around that same zone, there was a pushback to the upside. So I am expecting a bullish move on this particular instrument, DE40. I'm expecting a bullish move here now. Once this candle closes, the next candle should be bullish move. It should start with a bullish move, reversing back to the upside. Yes, so I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on DE40. Okay, all right. So okay, somebody is saying I should look at cocoa, that you're on a buy on cocoa. All right, let's look at cocoa. Let's look at what is happening on cocoa. Yeah. If there's one thing I love Ovaltine. Yeah, we all know all these instruments are from cocoa. And with us, yes, cocoa. Okay. Wow. All right. So based on what we are seeing on cocoa now, cocoa actually has been moving just between these points. If you look at it, let's say, let me pick it from this point, because around this point it ranged before it broke out, then pushed back to test that same zone, pushing back to the upside now, this same zone again, pushing back. And currently, it's more or less like it wants to range where it is now. It's respecting his zone here. It's respecting his zone here. In fact, let me make it a little bit tight here. Yes. So unless he's able to break above this side, I'm not expecting it to push to the upside. Unless he's able to break above this side, I'm not expecting it to push up. We could have price reversing back to the downside again. So he has to break above this part successfully before you can go for that bullish move on cocoa. You understand? Let's look at the daily time frame anyway. Woo! On the daily time frame, it's actually ranging on the daily time frame. Can you see? I didn't even check the daily time frame before I saw it that, yeah, price has just been moving between this point, but on daily time frame, this is what it's doing. So hopefully if it breaks above that point successfully, then you could expect price to push back to the upside. Yes, you should expect price to push back to the upside. That's just the main thing on cocoa. Let's wait and see. Is it breaking above? If it breaks above that part, so yes, it should continue moving to the upside. But on daily time frame, we can see it is already ranging around this point. So we need to be very, very careful on that. Okay. All right. So each other instrument. All right, Philip Ebonla, Olua, you say, please, what brand of currency strength meter are you using? I want to download it. Well, you can't download that. You need to go to your browser. Just go to your browser and you just put currency strength meter UK. You understand? And you get it there. Okay. So I'll share the link with you. I'm going to share it with you. I'll share you the link. Let me just drop it. Let me copy and drop it here. I'll drop it for all to see. I'll drop it for everyone to see. As far as you're in this meeting, you'll see it now. See it in your text. I've dropped it for everyone to see. Yes. So as far as you're here, you see the currency strength meter link. So you can go there and pick it up. All right. Okay. Yes. I think I had one person, just one person, Adibola, someone raised a hand or so. So that person should unmute and speak. That will be the only person that will be given the opportunity for today. Then we'll call it a day. Where's Adibola? I'm waiting for you. Unmute yourself, please. Or is Adibola not online? Okay. Adebola, Ademi, yes, you raised your hand. Unmute yourself and speak, please. All right. It's like Adebola is not ready for us. So at this junction, I'll call it a day with us. Thank you for joining this morning market review. Have a lovely day ahead. And please just know that there's news coming up by 1:30. So we should also be cautious of whatever instrument we're trading paired with USD. Thank you. Bye for now.